Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some really quick go-to weeknight dinner ideas. Last year when Jane was in kindergarten, we had one evening that we were out of the house, and so we always made sure we planned accordingly for mealtime and just made that one day always like a really quick and easy meal. This year, every single day of the week except for Friday, we are out of the house until at least 6 o'clock, and actually no, at least till like 5:30. And we like to try to eat at 6 o'clock, and some nights we're not even home till 7. And then we like to get the kids to bed on weeknights at like 7:30 at the latest. So I feel like we're always thinking of really quick, easy meals. And so I wanted to share 5 of them with you guys today. These aren't necessarily super healthy or balanced by any means, but when you are in a hurry, you just have to do what you gotta do. So in our house, we try to eat well for breakfast, and then we usually eat a really big lunch. And then dinner, since it's quick and easy, usually is just whatever we can think of, quick and easy. And so I'm gonna share those with you. And none of these are crock pot meals, because we do a lot of crock pot meals as well, because that's obviously quick and easy too. So I hope you guys get some inspiration from this and enjoy this video. So the first meal I wanted to share with you guys is cheeseburgers. I'm telling you guys, all of these recipes, if you can even call them recipes, are gonna be super simple, kind of no-brainer recipes. I am cooking our burgers in the air fryer this time, and I just put it at 400 for 8 minutes, and then I flip it over and cook it some more. We also do our burgers on our cast iron skillet sometimes, and then even out on the grill, but sometimes even the grill just takes a long time to heat up, and the air fryer is pretty quick. The only thing with the air fryer is that it only holds 2 burgers, at least 2 of these frozen ones. We also use fresh beef as well, but sometimes it's easy to buy the frozen ones. That way we know it's not gonna go bad, and if we're in a pickle and we need something super quick, we can easily get those out of the freezer. After I flip them over, I cook them again at 400 for just 3 more minutes, and they are good to go. One of the downfalls of using an air fryer is that you can't put cheese on your burger and put it back in the air fryer. The cheese will blow everywhere. But once the cheese is melted, we just make our burgers, and that is pretty much it. I did not film the ending of the burgers for whatever reason, so I apologize for that. But now we are on to the next day, and today we are making tacos. This is another meal that I feel like you can cook all sorts of ways. We usually do ground beef just because it's easier and the kids love that the most, but we do chicken tacos sometimes as well. And we have this huge taco seasoning thing from Sam's Club because, again, this is something that's quick and easy and we make a lot. So we just cook up a whole pound of ground beef, and our kids eat so much lately that we're probably gonna have to up this to 2 pounds. And then 6 teaspoons of the taco seasoning, and then I put a little bit of water in it as well and let it simmer, and it kind of thickens up that sauce. My kids love hard shell tacos, and I actually like soft shell tacos, so you'll see me cooking my or building my taco here in a second, but I just put these hard shells in the oven for about 7 minutes. And then the way we usually make our tacos is the ground beef, then we use lettuce, and we love the shredded lettuce. It just makes it a lot easier, but sometimes it's cheaper to just get an iceberg lettuce head. And then cheese and salsa, and sometimes we do jalapenos. I didn't do jalapenos this time. And then cilantro is really, really good. We don't always have cilantro. The kids are pretty plain. They usually just like cheese and beef and sour cream. Oh, I forgot I put sour cream on mine as well. But I just like tacos. It's quick, easy, and you can kind of change it up and switch it up each time so you're not sick of it. This third meal is also really good. We just take boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I find that if you pound the chicken out to be all of the same size and a little thin, it cooks better and faster. And we usually do this way before, like during the day. We will cook it and marinate it. And today we're marinating it in, I think I did Italian dressing. So this is another thing that we pretty much have once a week because you can marinate it in all different things and it kind of changes it up for you. And then you can also do different veggies and sides. So it's basically the same thing, but you can switch it up and you're not getting sick of it. Same with like the taco idea. So we marinate our chicken and we let it sit, and then when we're ready to cook, right when we get home, we heat up the cast iron skillet, pour a little bit of olive oil in it, and then cook the chicken. I don't know how long it usually takes. It just depends on how thin it is, but that's why I like to do mine super thin, because it doesn't take very long at all. My kids are not huge veggie eaters, but they will eat asparagus, and especially the thin kind, and if I can get it in the oven and make it super crispy, they like that as well. And the way that I make my asparagus after I flip my chicken is I just wash the asparagus, I put it on a sheet pan, and I put the oven to 400 degrees. I just pour a little bit of olive oil, mix it all around so that they all get a little bit of olive oil on them, and then I just do salt, pepper, and garlic salt, and sometimes I even do actual garlic. It just depends on how big of a rush I'm in. And then I just mix that all around and I put it in the oven. And again, it just depends on how thick or thin your asparagus is, depends on how long and how crispy you want it, or if you just like it like barely cooked. So it's kind of up to your discretion, but I think I put it in there for about 10 minutes. And then this is super quick and easy. It's just a Stouffer's mac and cheese. The kids love it. It takes 8 minutes in the microwave. So I did that right when the chicken was being done, but sometimes we also do rice or even like instant mashed potatoes, or we'll just do the chicken and the veggies. But it's all super duper quick and super good. Next up is tuna melts. The kids don't really like tuna melts. They don't like their tuna on sandwiches for whatever reason. So when we make this, I make tuna melts for Chris and I, and then the kids like tuna on crackers and then whatever side we're having. So I make about 3 cans of tuna. They do make the bigger cans, but whenever we make or buy the tuna, we just buy it in the smaller cans. And we do a tiny bit of mayonnaise. I don't like mine super liquidy, so we do like maybe a tablespoon of mayonnaise for the whole 3 cans of tuna, and then a tiny teaspoon of mustard as well. The kids, again, aren't very adventurous, so they don't really like pickles or anything else in theirs, but Chris and I do. But we usually just make it like this, sometimes add a little pepper as well. And then we take rye bread and we toast it. So this is right out of the toaster, and you just plop on that tuna. And then you also put on cheese. And today we did cheddar cheese, but you can do all different kinds of cheese depending on what you want. And then again, you can mix it up with whatever other toppings you want. But after we put the cheese on it, then we stick it in the oven for the cheese to melt, and the tuna gets hot and it's super good. And then when it comes out, you can put on whatever else you want. So we usually do tomatoes, lettuce, and some more mustard. But I know other people do like onions or other kinds of dressings, and so you can kind of switch that up a little bit. Most of the time when we do tuna melts, we have chips on the side, but today we just did a fruit. I had a banana, I think the kids had some strawberries, and that was super quick and easy to make because we already had that on hand. The last meal I have here is spaghetti and meatballs. When I think of spaghetti and meatballs, I don't necessarily think quick and easy, but Publix has these pre-made meatballs, and also we make our own meatballs as well, and that can be super quick too. You can make that during the day again, that way they're ready to go whenever you get home from whatever you're doing. But these are easy. We just put them in some oil, we flip them around, brown them on all sides, and then we stick them in the oven so that they can cook and not get burned on the outside. Since they're ball shaped, sometimes they'll get burnt on the outside before they even get cooked in the inside. So sticking them in the oven for a little bit helps them to cook. Again, I don't really know the time. I think I had them in there probably for 10 minutes, and then I just made sure they were done before taking it out, obviously. And then also when I think about spaghetti, I think about like a nice sauce to go with it, like a homemade sauce. But again, this is quick and easy. So I just throw the noodles in, and then once the meatballs are done, I just add a can of whatever sauce we have. Sometimes we even doctor up the sauce, but most of the time, if it's not gonna sit there and like be able to marinate and like with basil or whatever we put in there, then we won't add anything. I do add a tiny bit of water, that way it's a little soupier, and I let the meatballs sit in there for maybe a few more minutes while our garlic bread cooks. And depends on what kind of garlic bread we get as well. And today we got the garlic sticks, and that's pretty much it. We just pour that on top of the noodles with the garlic bread on the side. So that is it. I hope that you guys got some ideas. Let me know if you want to see more of these. I'll definitely make some more, because we're always coming up with more ideas to make for quick and easy dinners. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.